Tell me, what is it like to play such a historical figure such as Hillary Clinton?
It's fascinating. I love playing characters, real people, because you get an opportunity to do really interesting and deep research into someone's life. And, you know, I knew Hillary as much as the rest of us know her as a political character who we see on the television. And then suddenly, having read her biography and so many books about her, you see the complexity of the situation that she was put in. And she's an extraordinarily judged person. You know, people have very, very strong opinions about her. And I'm very balanced about her, now that I know so much about her. I can really understand who she is and why she's behaved the way she has throughout her life as a politician and as a person. But I can also understand why people find that grating. And so I haven't completely become obsessed with her. I've become very informed about her, and I can see the trap she fell into. But I can totally understand why she did the things she did as well.
Do you think she's judged more because she is a woman?
Yes. Probably not today as much as she was in the 80s and 90s when she was First Lady and then running as a senator. And I think things have definitely changed. And I think in the last couple of years, a woman politician does not come under that same kind of criticism that she would have in the 80s and 90s. And I think she was breaking through a glass ceiling, which was particularly tough for her. So I think a lot of her armor and her radicalism was because she was making great waves at a very tough time for her. And also she was surrounded by scandal, which was her husband's doing. So she ended up being clothed by this scandal, which really was none of her doing.
And we spoke about relevance earlier. How relevant is this play to today?
Extraordinarily. I mean, it couldn't be more relevant. It's about female empowerment, about the injustice that was done to many women, how they dealt with it in different ways, how I hope that from this play people will go away and look at probably the only opportunities these women had to react in the way they did to a scandal and an injustice, and see how we could do it differently today. And I do think we would react to this differently today. I think the press, the public, and the people themselves concerned would react very differently. And I think that's why this play is so good, is that you can see the tragedy of the event, but you can also see how far we've come today and how we must act on that as well.
And why should people come and see this play?
For the relevance, and because it is, not only is it an incredibly important political piece and a relevant piece to women and men today and our society and the way we live today, but I think also it's done as a courtroom drama in a way. Every minute the belt tightens, the ratchet. It's just a really thrilling, even though we all know this story, we don't know the details. We don't know how, as it was happening, who was getting closer to the truth, who was getting pushed into lies, and it is like, it's a thriller. And you sit there on the edge of your seat going, I know this story and I know what happens in the end, but look at it, it's unfolding in front of me in the most kind of out of control, sympathetic mayhem way, and it's a really gripping story. So it's not just a political night out; it's a real edge of your seat night out.